Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He will lead this one off today. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The second baseman.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's hitting over .330 on the season. And when you think about that, that's basically 1 hit every 3rd at bat. That's the type of guy you want in your lineup because you know every day he's going to come ready and he's going to produce.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He'll enter play here at an even .250. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Next up for the Red Sox, J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here it comes. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 1-1 home. His fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And we see that these guys are currently second in the AL in that department. Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll enter play here up near the 340 mark. 10 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a two-run shot to left center, number 11 for him on the season, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So stepping in, Mitch Moreland. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Devers is off a first with 2 away. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Count is 1-2.
A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early. And be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 4 runs here in this half inning. Popped him up. Bregman Ranging into the outfield. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Alex Bregman waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. He is swung on and missed. A full count now.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. It looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base run. As you try to claw back into this one. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff, or he's in for a long day.
Devers has it, and there's 1 away. Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing the hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The first baseman,
He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. On the run is Verdugo. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Road. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Second inning set to go, and next to hit is the catcher. Christian Vasquez.
The catcher, Christian.
First pitch on its way. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting up, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball one. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike two.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Scooped up onto the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, Carlos Correa, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Correa is sometimes called Show Rea. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Correa, left field and carrying well. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Astros are back in business. It's now a 4-2 game.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
stepping in is Josh Reddick.
The right field.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
That's a ball.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Base is empty here with nobody out. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogaerts. He's got it. And the throw sails right over the head of Moreland at first base. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
Man, this throw is nowhere close. As we take a look at it, you can see it sail high and down the right field line of the bag. Not sure he rushed the throw or he just lost the grip as it left his hand, but he's not going to be happy with himself about that throw.
Striding in for Houston, Garrett Stubbs, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Up next to the action, the left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
2-0 to Brantley. Two out, nobody on. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Verdugo backing up on it. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He popped out in his first trip. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring. An infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. We've played 2. The Red Sox 4 and the Astros 2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
1-1 to count. Here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And the pitch on 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Going back to that last AB, that was the Express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. None out, runners at first and second. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here now is Rafael Devers, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 11 home runs and 29 driven in. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-1 home.
Nope, outside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Moreland. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they will not get Pedroia at the plate as he's in there to score.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So striding forward now, Alex Verdugo. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Popped him up. Stubbs moving to his left. And that's the third out. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox on top 5-2. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Altuve.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Alvarez.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 1. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Of course, there was a fastball.
Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and the deficit remains 5-2. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in, Christian Vasquez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And that's not all that promising a number as they find themselves just 1 spot off the bottom in the American League. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
The 1-1 home.
Nope, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count. Ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Left fielder, Andrew.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance.
Rogelio Armenteros answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Armenteros.
Andrew Benintendi will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent, because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Dustin Pedroia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Oh and 1, here it comes. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Gurriel has it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Astros 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, George Springer. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Line drive to center field. Bradley is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the base is empty here with one away. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So here's Josh Reddick, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. There to get it is Pedroia. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Ready to go in the top of the 5th. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the letters 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Armenteros, a Cuban-born ball player. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. And that misses. 2-1. Line to the right side. Reddick is there to put it away for out number 1.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reddick will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. 5 runs, just 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still out in front, 5-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In now, Garrett Stubbs. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Garrett.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Drilled to the left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Stubbs ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No balls and a strike to count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now back, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. This year against right-handed pitching, Altuve brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And their runners at the corners now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it one better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
So here's Yuli Gurriel, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
A ball and a strike, the count to the Astros first baseman.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Still only 1 out in the inning. 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's George Springer. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Chasing after it is Verdugo, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. The 0-1 pitch. But this is right to Pedroia, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 6-5. Mitch Moreland will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No, that's down.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-0. Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
At the plate now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Brantley. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So striding in, Christian Vasquez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Ball even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Springer is there. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Framber Valdez comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The set and the 2-0. Rising fastball, then it catches the zone for a strike. And he misses again. Ball 3. Andrew Benintendi would be next. Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. Front door with the curveball, and he catches the corner for a called strike.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hit in the air to right field. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. 1 left for the Red Sox. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Trevor Hildenberger enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Josh Reddick.
The right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Hildenberger has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone! A solo home run here for Josh Reddick. Home run number 5 on the year, and they take a 7-5 lead. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
The 3-1. Hit down the line at first. Moreland's there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. Here's the first pitch to him. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Verdugo looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as they open up an 8-5 lead. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses, 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Verdugo is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And Moreland will take this one to the bank himself, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the Red Sox 5. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 47, Chris.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Benintendi.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ball 2 now.
2 balls, no strike.
Two balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. He's set. Here it comes. Davinsky playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 25th round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Hit in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1-0 the count. Runners on first with 1 down. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. From the stretch. Fastball well outside.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Brad Peacock trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Peacock.
Stepping in, Rafael Devers. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1. Down 1-1.
Peacock, a native Floridian. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Strike taken up in the zone.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Hit in the air to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Still looking up in an 8-5 deficit. Darwinson Hernandez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and striding forward the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
From the stretch.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 1-1 home. Misses up and in.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Two and 2 the count. The pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Ready for another shot now. Yuli Gurriel. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball upstairs.
And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And now pitch on the way.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
The pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Gurriel
Is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, D-Row, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. 1 out, nobody on. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 1 for 5. First offering on its way.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Heath Hembry is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Heath Hembry.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Hembry was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 1-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Verdugo will wait on it. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Now batting, Alex Bregman. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One and 0 pitch on the way. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 2-2 one more time. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Good battle, count remains full. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. A ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Outside, 3-0 now. Yordan Alvarez would be next. Here it is, the 3-0.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Two out, nobody on. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Brian Abreu comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 66, Brian Abreu.
All set to start the ninth in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number two.
offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Abreu, a 22-year-old, he's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Ready with the 0-1. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Back goes Reddick, and it's gone. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. Third home run for him on the year, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Justin.
Standing in now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Count still at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. And a swing by Pedroia as this one's on the ground out to short. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Roberto Ozuna gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Roberto Ozuna.
Here's J.D. Martinez, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. A 1-1.
2-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
From the belt, the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Three and one.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Astros have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Astros get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Rogelio Armenteros wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Nate Eovaldi permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Red Sox, 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.